As the shockwaves of Van Halen's reformation continue to reverberate around the musical community, clearly many fans around the world are eagerly awaiting Van Halen's long overdue reunion tour with David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth, perhaps one of the most charismatic and captivating frontmen in rock history, last performed with Van Halen on their classic album, 1984. After Roth and Eddie Van Halen parted ways due to creative differences, Roth took his act to the solo stage, and Van Halen recruited Sammy Hagar to be their vocalist. After over 2 decades and over 80 million albums sold, and a brief stint with Gary Cherone on vocals, Van Halen is back to their roots, although it's a whole new beginning. Joining the band is Eddie Van Halen's 16-year-old son, Wolfgang, who will be playing bass guitar and singing background vocals in Michael Anthony's former position on the upcoming tour that kicks off September 27th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Our cameras were on hand for Van Halen's press conference announcing the tour to talk about all their big dreams of touring the world and getting back into the studio to capture the new beginning of Van Halen.
Saving the world is Bono's job. We just want to save 100 cities.
Just know this.
Then we want to save Europe. Then we want to save Japan, Australia, and I want to talk to you about Hong Kong. Wolf, you don't know what you're missing. Then we make an album. Lots of big dreams here, lots of ambition. It's a good point. We've already talked about it.
Just know this, we are a band and we're going to continue.
Yes.
It's a whole new beginning.
In what has definitely been a much talked about and controversial move, Van Halen will carry on with Eddie's son Wolfgang on bass, and David Lee Roth admitted the vocals are better than ever, as Wolfgang brings a young energy and spirit that wasn't there before.
We started this approximately last October, and the whole sound it's better than it's ever been. Wolf brings a young energy and a spirit to this that'll knock you out of your socks.
He's
the
kicking
vocals
all of our ass.
Oh, the vocals are better than ever.
Alex Van Halen even went a little further and explained Wolfgang has a very deep sense of musical timing and rhythm that obviously runs in the family.
He wasn't asked, he forced his way in.
He's the only one who had no choice.
we just started playing one summer, and I just sort of slipped in.
Yeah, Wolfie's groove is very deep. He has a very deep rhythmic sense, and I think that comes obviously from his father. I can describe Wolfie in 2 words: DNA. Right?
That's a musician joke.
The band already has plans of taking the tour overseas with dates in Europe, Australia, and Japan to be announced for 2008.